Episode 4 of Trust the Process coming at you. I mistakenly said 5, so we had to retake. But we've got Mike and Skylar and myself all in studio together. So no Skype this time. Gonna go ahead and start off with just an apology. We've been gone for way too long.
4 months,
yeah,
actually 5 months.
5 months, mid-October. So we're sorry, and we have excuses. And now Skylar, you go ahead, lead us off. What's your excuse?
All right. Well, I don't know. Not really.
Now, what's new with you? How about
New.
what's new with you?
Okay. New. Well, after some sad news, my grandpa passed away early November. So after that, I did some soul searching. I left Publix, and I currently work at a dealership now, detailing cars, as well as still at Coastal. But still, that's why we're trying to hit this podcast heavy too. Trying to get this to grow. Trying to start doing stuff we like. Get real in it. So.
That's true. Yeah. Hopefully, we can get some guests on here. If you guys know anyone, please let us know.
We've got a short list right now.
Yeah, I got someone in the waits for it. So
Yeah.
just tune in, find out who it's gonna be.
Mike, what about you? What's new with you?
Only thing that's new is enjoying living on my own. Been busy lately, just going out of town a lot, trying to stay as busy as I can because football season can be busy for everyone, and
You're just flaunting that you have more money than us. That's
no, absolutely not. It's mainly going to Tally and Orlando. Nothing really fun.
And then going to Pittsburgh. For
Okay,
the
that is separate. We'll talk about that later.
Going to Gasparilla,
That's free. Gasparilla free.
Yeah, but you still have to drive down there, right?
Yeah, what, $30 for gas?
Oh, okay.
Not all of us can afford 30
$30 for gas as he
fair
shrugs his shoulders. Yeah. I wish I had $30.
You do. I see $30 right there.
What? No, I don't see anything. No.
Mike's a liar.
For me, I quit the credit union. That's a big fat hooray there because that was awful. I am now with Superfood and Brew, which I will give a little shout out to at the end of the episode. Not a new restaurant, a restaurant that's located downtown. Definitely should check it out. Got a new computer. We're actually recording on it right now, and still got the annoying dogs. Still got the Graham's backyard. Same old in that regard. But yeah, here we are. We're all together, and we're recording this time. We're not. Last time we saw each other, we were at the Jags game. If you follow us on Instagram, you guys saw that picture, or Facebook as well.
Just dominated the Texans to clinch playoff berth.
That was very, very pretty, and I enjoyed that a lot. But we won't get into that. You guys already know what happened.
I'll just say I cried at the game. That's all I'll say.
Real tears too. But sticking with the Jags, we're not going to get into too much with the whole season, but they did announce that the new uniforms will be released.
Sometime in April, right?
April, I believe.
Right before the draft is what I saw on Twitter from a lot of people.
Well, I feel like you've seen the most, Mike. What have you seen so far about these uniforms?
Apparently, the helmet's going to go back to traditional. No, none of this 2-color crap.
Is it going to be matte or just?
That I don't know. I'm assuming black matte, just like the matte is right
sweet.
now on the Jags helmet. All black matte. And then they're going to go back to the teal jerseys as primary. And that's all I got. I haven't seen anything on that.
And we saw on Twitter that they trademarked Duval with 3 U's. Was that? And
yeah.
So
that cost them. Pissed off people.
I think what they plan on doing with that is maybe incorporating into the collar, like you see on the Panthers. It says "Keep Pounding." The Vikings have some embroidery on theirs.
I know FSU has Unconquered according to their uniforms.
So it might say Duval on the collar like that. And then also like when they announced Duval, they said the team colors were just teal, black, and white.
I did note that too. I don't like that because last time we saw the no gold.
That was the Blaine Gabbert year, wasn't it?
The Gabbert unis, yeah. Those were terrible.
I don't know if they will completely get rid of gold because I don't know if Shad Khan really likes so much teal. But I heard Coughlin was really involved with these uniforms.
Old school.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have that retro feel to them. That would be sweet.
Well, if you think about back in the day when he was here, it was they start the season with white on white, and then they finish the second half at home wearing teal on white at home. Because the summer heat is super hot, so he'd try to play into advantage of that.
I'm cool with that. I mean, that's fine with me. I just hope that they're good and they don't look like the other Florida teams, which are not good.
All right, quick 3 players. Who would you buy when they first drop?
The jerseys?
Yeah.
Jalen,
Unique, and Telvin because he's signed an extension.
Any other 2 for Jay other than Jalen?
I'd definitely go Jalen and Ngakwe, but since he went Telvin, I'll go with somebody else. I'll go with what's his face? You say yours. I gotta think of his name.
All right. Obviously Jalen is gonna be going on, but I'll pick a couple of different ones. I'll go A-Rob, assuming he's still on the team.
I hope he's still on the team.
Yeah, he should be. Boye would be a clutch jersey to get.
Josh Lambo is my other one.
Yeah,
I want a kicker jersey.
I have a Scobie one from back in the day.
We have a Mike. Scott had a Mike Hollis one back
Nice,
in the day. So.
And then I guess my third player, I'd probably, I'll get Telvin too. So I already have a Jalen Ramsey jersey, so.
Yeah, that's fair. I just like an authentic one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he's gonna be a superstar, so the jerseys you get with him, they're gonna increase in value over time, anyways.
For sure. Well, switching away from the Jags, their neighbors, the Jumbo Shrimp. I mean, obviously the season hasn't started yet, but we have seen some new releases from them. They got some sick new hats that they just released. And I think Mike, I know this is bad radio, but Mike's got them on his phone right now. And which one is your favorite? If you guys haven't seen these, by the way, go check them out on their store. They are sweet.
I mean, they did release a few months ago the college-themed ones, like the JU one, UNF one, FSU, Miami, Georgia, Florida. They released those a few months ago. But the one recently they just released are throwbacks, the 90s Suns and then the Jags Expos, essentially.
Jaxpos, yep.
The Jaxpos. Those are throwback. They're fitted ones. And then they also have Miami Vice, which I think is really cool. Miami Vice. After the Miami Heat wore those uniforms, everyone loves those uniforms.
Yeah, definitely anti-Heat, but definitely pro those uniforms.
Vice, yeah.
Wow.
Then they got like Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
so like a Seattle Seahawks.
I'm looking for that right now on here.
Don't really understand that, but you know.
Maybe because he plays baseball. I don't know.
And like a black one, charcoal colored.
Let's see, they've got the
that was
they got the Russell.
Sorry for the bad radio.
Russell Wilson one. They've got New Era Shadow, which are faded, which aren't bad.
I like the 90s one because you can see that one in a picture I have of me on Instagram. So it's like reliving like a childhood, if I got that hat, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, that's when we grew up, and that's what we knew the Suns as. I remember when they changed to the black and yellow, and I'm like, this isn't the Suns. This is the Pirates. This is already used. I like those Suns.
Back when they were a Dodger affiliate, and well, I don't even know if they were in the 90s if they're Dodgers yet. They may have been. He still played in that old stadium too. I remember going there before they tore it down.
Y'all know more about it than I do.
Mike's still getting into the scene.
I already have a Jumbo Shrimp shirt, so maybe we get a hat too.
Yeah.
FSU one.
It's always a fun outing on.
Keith just gave me a really great golf hat for them, so that he got as a promotion when he was working at the credit union.
Yeah, the cool little Arnold Palmer golf hats.
It's the only good thing out of the credit union, I guess.
Yeah, that and the Under Armour polo, that was pretty cool too. Yeah. The other minor league team, again, right across the street, the Icemen, they are
the third worst team in the league.
Bring a jacket, because like the ice rink, they play cold.
Yeah, no, they really do. So my theory is, so I forgot to mention that in New Things with Me, I'm an intern for the Icemen this year. Unpaid, unfortunately. But hey, I get to watch some hockey, meet some people, whatever. But sitting with 28 losses right now, 18 wins, 3 overtime losses. I mean, we're not great. I tell you that. It's first year. But my theory is that Winnipeg, who is our pro affiliate, is very good this year. And with them being so good, they keep whenever they have an injury, they're calling up the best of the best from the Manitoba Moose, and the Manitoba Moose do the same thing, and they call up our best guys because we've had 3 or 4 guys that have just been, wow, hey, this guy's pretty good. They're scoring goals, they're winning games, and then they disappear because they get called up. So we're stuck with no name Jones who can't even pass the puck. It looks like a bunch of amateurs out there, and it's really sad because these fans are really invested. I think they're called the Icemen puckheads or diehards, and I mean they go to every game. They get pumped up, but God, yeah, it's awful watching us. We blew a 6-2 lead once.
Wow. What with that no names Jones, wouldn't it be no names Khrushchev since most of them are Russian
Yeah.
players?
Well, actually, not even on our team. There are a bunch of white guys, really.
And how many of those were involved in the election?
Okay, no. All I know
Yeah.
is that I've been to 2 Iceman games. I've seen Keith at one of them, and me and my friends went there just to see some fights, and then we didn't see any fights until me and my 2 friends went to the bathroom because we really had to go because they were dollar beers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Y'all
when we
swore
go to
in the bathroom?
no,
No.
we went to the bathroom and we just hear cheering. We're like, we were cheering. Everyone was cheering because it was a fight. We're like, oh great, we just missed the fight.
That's because y'all went to the bathroom together, huh?
Yeah, guys, don't go to the bathroom with other guys. Just go by yourself. You'll miss out on fights.
It's true. Yeah, so that was I just wanted to throw that in there. Go men. Gotta support.
I still have not gone, but it looks extremely fun.
It is.
If you're cool, Skylar, I can hook you up. I'll get you some tickets. Yeah.
Wow, thanks for the hookup there.
No, I don't want to hook you up.
Because I'm white.
I see how it is.
It looked bad on his resume next if he brought in you as a friend.
Now we're going into just some current events here. Right now, the All-Star Weekend for the NBA.
And by current events, we're talking about sports, not talking about anything outside of sports.
Yeah, no, not really. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, with the All-Star Weekend, saw the dunk contest last night. I was kind of impressed with the dunks. I just felt like the show was not long enough. Like they did the main round, and then they went to the finals with 2 people, and they only did 2 dunks each in the final. And if anything, they need to give them an actual chance to do some crazy stuff and I don't know, just have more opportunities to show off their skills and showcase it.
I mean, I think it's enough. I mean, dunk contest has stunk the last 5 years, I'd say. Except for the Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine one, but
Aaron Gordon was robbed.
yes, he was. But I saw a few dunks last night. There was nothing special. The one that was cool was when Larry Nance dunked in honor of his dad.
Yeah.
Like he wore his dad's uniform when his dad was in the NBA.
You didn't like the double tap alley-oop?
That's the only one. That's the only one I like. That's the only dunk I thought that was pretty impressive. The other ones, I mean, they're all good. Like none of us could do that, but
yeah. What's funny about that one is I thought he threw it up, caught it, tapped the glass while he was holding it. And I think everyone,
that's what I thought.
Everyone assumed he did that. Oh, okay, that was you can. And then they watched the replay and everyone went crazy. And then the other guy won. The Utah Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell,
Yeah. So,
Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he did an honor to Vince Carter, who was the OG of dunk. I feel like the OG of how popular the dunk contest
It's
got.
becoming more of just showmanship than actual
dunking
skill. Yeah.
Yeah, and his dunk wasn't even as great as Vince Carter's.
Oh no! It literally Vince
near
Carter's. But the thing is, he was trying to do the same exact thing, and it wasn't the same.
And the Vince Carter hops after he does that dunk.
Yeah,
that just
the
made
hop
it
was
awesome.
his signature.
Yeah.
He does a 360 into a 360.
Mm-hmm. From basketball, we go to baseball. Pitchers and catchers have reported. Seen some.
You know it.
Yeah, little Sky guy over here is a little excited because Yu Darvish going to Chicago.
I mean, I am excited for the opportunity of seeing him play in a Cubs uniform.
I'm about to give my World Series prediction right now.
You're gonna give your prediction.
Did he? So, did they lose a pitcher?
Arrieta's still technically a free agent.
Okay,
I guess,
okay.
so,
I saw something.
but he hasn't signed with anyone. I think there's a lot of talk about labor strikes and stuff since there's a lot of players still unsigned. But
really, wow.
Yeah, but it's just because some of these players feel like they're worth more than they're being offered. But I mean, I haven't really looked too much into it. That's just from what I heard on the radio and such, But
The Astros won last year, right?
yep, Astros over the Dodgers
Astros.
in
Yeah, I thought you
7
said
games.
Nationals. I was like, I wish.
Nationals can't even win a playoff
Yeah,
series.
touche.
But so I'm excited to see you. I'm worried about how he'll do in the postseason.
You're excited to see me?
No, it was earlier today. And I
It wore off.
Yeah, got my fix in.
All right, I'm gonna go. I don't even know anything about baseball.
All right, insert air horn here. Mike's MLB World Series
I don't even know.
champion.
I'm gonna go the Diamondbacks over the Twins.
Ooh.
I don't even care
You
about
know what?
baseball.
The Twins kind of are a trendy pick, in the Central. They had like a decent season last year, and they had some.
They faltered off towards the end.
Yeah.
They did have a definitely good start.
I mean, I had to go back and look at their moves they made during the off season, but there were some that caught my eye. I feel like they were really in contention of potentially signing you, Darvish, if I remember correctly. But
and Arizona,
Arizona,
they've got Paul Goldschmidt. That's about
my
it.
cousins live in Arizona.
I just went off the standings. Actually, they finished second in the division, so I assume they're good.
You should see their uniforms. They're pretty.
Yeah,
unique.
they're pretty bad.
They
I
got
don't care about uniforms.
They got teal. We just talked about uniforms.
I don't care about baseball uniforms. I
You
don't care about baseball in general.
just talked about
Wow.
the shrimp hats.
Yeah.
Baseball hats are different from the
That's
uniforms.
part of the
That's part of the
Nah,
uniform.
nope.
You lose.
If it was,
Players don't wear any of that. Look, FSC, they're gonna wear any of those.
it will.
They will wear those
the
Miami
theme-
Vice ones.
I
I'm
would,
sure they
yeah,
do.
they probably would.
Okay, they probably
And they play Miami
They
too.
may wear the
They are part of
throwbacks.
it.
What if they
Um,
came out wearing the 90s throwbacks and the Jags throwbacks?
That'd be sexy.
I
Excuse me for getting a little excited on air, but anyway,
don't care about baseball.
we are currently sitting here. It's close to 6 p.m. and Daytona 500's on in the other room. It's been a
Whoop-de-doo.
yeah. Mike doesn't care, but Skylar and I care.
Because
and-
Mike's racist.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
haha, race is.
Yeah.
But I have officially picked a new driver for this year after going on a year hiatus without my boy Greg Biffle anymore. I'm going to go with Eric Jones. And for those of you that don't care about NASCAR, well, you have no idea who he is, but he's driving the number 20 DeWalt Toyota Camry. And he.
How many laps is it, by the way?
200.
Well, they're on lap 172.
Okay, cool. I'm moving along. But Eric Jones kicked out, basically, didn't technically, but he basically kicked out Matt Kenseth because Matt Kenseth wanted too much money. They could sign Eric for cheap. He's also young, so I can stick with him for a long time.
Keith likes young boys.
I do. No. All right. Well, I'll just
Matt,
end it at that.
We have some. If you keep that on record, that might be bad later on, depending on how often you go to Subway and such.
Oh God, I'm scared of you right now.
Because you're the one that likes little boys. So.
Well, okay.
What?
Kurt Busch won the first stage, but he ended up dropping back as Ryan Blaney won the second stage. There was a huge wreck that involved Chase Elliott, and that was God, he got pummeled into the wall. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm boring you guys.
You're boring me.
I'm boring Mike. But our last topic we wanted to talk about was college basketball. So this season is
Wide open.
really
There's
it really
no
is.
dominant team this year. When I thought Villanova was dominant team, they aren't. Virginia, I thought they were possibly number one team. They lose to Virginia Tech, who's the bowl team.
The Gators are playing pretty well right now, right?
Nope, they keep blowing leads like
Yeah.
it's nothing.
It's frustrating. watching
Xavier
They lost
just
to
lost to
Villanova.
Nova yesterday, which sucked. I mean, they've been playing well against everyone else. I mean, they put up over 100 points on Seton Hall the other day, but Villanova's got their number.
There's no dominant team.
Auburn
No.
just lost recently.
They lost to South Carolina. Was it South Carolina? I think it was
something
South
like that.
Carolina.
But you watched that Michigan State game yesterday.
Yep, and Michigan State is number 8 in the country. Oh no, they were number
Yeah,
two.
they're
Number two. Sorry.
Yeah.
They were down 49-24. It was a blowout in the first half in favor of Northwestern. And then the second half comes around, and Northwestern can only score 11 points. And Michigan State comes back and wins.
11
After being
points in
down
the second
22.
half. That is miserable.
It was at 1.8, and they had, I guess, they got a 3 at the end.
Like,
but-
what do you do as coach? It's like these guys can't score.
All
What
I know is that
happening?
those fans must have hated it. They were on the verge of an upset, a
Well,
massive
so
upset.
that was at Northwestern.
It was in Northwestern.
Yeah.
It was a road win
Oh,
for Michigan
jeez.
State.
My grandpa went to Northwestern, so I was rooting for them. But
I feel like everyone has someone that they know that has gone to Northwestern.
The
I feel like it's just one of those schools.
and Michael Wilbon,
Yeah,
Yep.
Michael Wilbon. Everyone
And,
at ESPN apparently
yeah.
went to
Mike.
Northwestern.
the other Mike from Mike and Mike.
Greenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, went there.
Like I'm just looking at top, like Cincinnati right now is losing
To Wichita State, right? Yeah.
That's a
And-
shocker.
Ah, another good one from Sky Guy.
Clemson lost earlier today to Duke, and then Ohio State lost to Michigan. So
Okay.
there's a lot of upsets going on. So-
Everything goes as planned for the A-Sun. It'll probably be Florida Gulf Coast again, as JU is just falling. I mean, they had a nice win against Upstate the other day or yesterday, but they definitely fell off. They were. God, I really wanted them to compete this year, but hey, still a tournament.
March Madness will be fun, and I think we probably will do another bracket this year.
Yeah.
I think so. You think? I think we're doing another
Yeah,
bracket.
we should definitely do a
Probably,
bracket.
and then we'll have to get a bet again, kind of like the makeup artist.
God, yeah,
Oh,
that'd be fun.
that was so long
If
ago.
you all think of any good punishments that isn't ridiculous, we're not
Maybe.
getting tattoos.
We'll have
we're
someone
not-
jump in the river out here, maybe.
Oh God, ugh.
No.
I might die of
Well,
whatever
then-
things are in there.
Then don't lose.
Ugh. If you guys think of anything, let us know. And I say this every episode. If you don't follow us on Facebook, follow us.
And we took before we end. We took a question on Twitter. What do we want to talk about on the first episode back? And shout out to Mitch Ganem, who tweeted to our Twitter page TTP RCR, which is Trust the Process.
Oh man,
Who's also working with Icemen with Keith. Who's the better actor, Ben Stiller or Vince Vaughn?
It's
Okay.
fun. Easy.
Okay, so I'm going through some Ben Stiller movies here. You've got Zoolander. That was a
Uh-huh.
good movie.
Mhm.
Dodgeball,
I
which
think-
Vince Vaughn was in as well.
Yeah.
So that's a
I
good
think
one
Meet
too.
the Fockers is probably one of my favorite Ben Stiller movies.
I was gonna say there's Meet the Fockers. There's something about Mary.
that one scene where he's getting ready.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I go with that one. Night at the Museum was very, very good. Starsky and Hutch.
I just have my own reasons for liking Vince Vaughn over him, just because he also is from the Chicago area, and well, I'm not from Chicago, but I like many of the same things he likes. He's a Cub fan.
So I looked up
Bulls
movies
fan.
Vince Vaughn's
That's
in,
fair.
and he's in one of the greatest movies, in my opinion, Wedding Crashers.
Classic.
Of course.
Classic. He's also in
Couples Retreat.
Couples
that's
Retreat,
good.
Internship, which I've not seen.
What's the one with him in
Swingers.
Will Ferrell? Old
no,
School?
No,
That's
the
a
one
good
with,
one.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, The Breakup.
The Breakup. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's better than Ben Stiller based on two movies.
Yeah,
Wedding
Mitch,
Crashers
I'm
and,
going Vince Vaughn.
and Old School. I'm going Vince Vaughn as well.
So we're all unanimous on Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, Mitch. There's your answer. You better actually listen to this.
And then one other thing before we sign out or whatever. Shout out to Fletcher's soccer team. They're going to state.
Mhm.
My cousin plays for them. He sprains his MCL though in the game. They're going to find out whether he'll be able to play next week. But they won 4-2 over Melbourne. It was a good game. They were down 2-1 initially and got to see 3 goals.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to be there. Fun to watch.
And last but not least, I said I was going to give a shout out to Superfood. So, Superfood and Brew is the restaurant I'm now working for, and they are located on Main and Forsyth downtown. So, right across from the Farrah and Farrah, right there in Purdue or whatever that's called. So, if you're at like Art Walk, come out and see us. We'll be open. Got some good food. I mean, we definitely push the healthy stuff, but we're also just like, regular food as well. And our big event we actually have coming on this Thursday, February 22nd. So all of you unfortunately know about the Stoneman Douglas shooting the other night in Parkland, Florida, right south of us, unfortunately. Our head chef, owner, proprietor, Randall, I guess technically one of my bosses, he went there and he was a graduate. So we're doing an event on Thursday from 5 to 10, where 100% of our sales from that event will be donated to the Broward Education Foundation, which is where the school's located. So if you guys are looking for some good food, looking for a night out, we've got a bunch of craft beers, regular beers. You got food ranging from, healthy with stuff with quinoa. We've got macaroni and cheese bites. It definitely varies. So if you're interested, there's an event on Facebook. It's on my Facebook page. I'll share it to the Trust the Process page as well, so you can get to it from there. But yeah, it's a great event, and we were hoping for a really good turnout. But I think that's all I've got. You guys?
We're going to definitely be more consistent with recording
And we've
because
said
it has
that.
been really bad lately. We know it's been a few months, but we're definitely going to get this uploaded soon, and we're going to try to make it continue, like a routine for us.
Go sports.
Go sports and trust the process.